我们知道99%的人留在营销领域，并非因为不够聪明，也不是因为没有能力，而是因为太忙，你要工作，要照顾家庭，生活中的琐事每分每秒都在发生。除此之外，大多数人要么不太擅长营销，要么甚至不敢尝试，而这种情况从现在开始就要结束了。因为我们即将推出一款能瞬间拉平竞争格局的工具，想象一下，你只需按下一个按钮，这款工具就会为你效力，无需学习曲线，无需在广告上花钱，无需过度思考。它会自动在 Facebook 上找到最优质的潜在客户，那些真正最有可能加入 SaveClun 的人，并将他们直接引流到你的页面，从那里他们会看到你的帖子、视频、产品优势和优惠活动，还能自动订阅你的补货页面。这不是理论，也不是未来的设想，这是一款能为你带来无限潜在客户，且无需你投入任何时间的工具。所以，如果你已准备好迎来大量 SaveClun 注册用户，如果你已准备好让客户主动找上门，而不是你去追逐他们，那么今天就启用这款工具吧。你已经拥有了市场上最热门的 SaveClun 相关优惠、专属定价和巨额优惠，现在是时候把它展示给那些需要看到它的人了。按下按钮，让机器运转，然后静待后续发生的一切。
And guys, that tool can also help you introduce people to SaveClun. So, without any further ado, I'd like to introduce Emerson. Here, Dave, can you stop your screen share so we can open up the page? Thanks. Now, Emerson, you've been a phenomenal internet marketer. You've been a serial entrepreneur, and one issue that really every business has is how to get attention, how to get eyeballs onto your business. It doesn't matter what type of entrepreneur you are. Without attention, you're really not going to get anywhere. And with SaveClun, we've got a product that appeals to everybody. We've got the marketing materials, we've got the landing pages, and we've got something here. And what you've put together is going to supercharge everything that we got. So this is a match made in heaven. I'm really excited to have you on the webinar tonight. Can you share with everybody what you have done?
Absolutely, man. Thank you, Charles. Thank you, David. Thank you, everybody, for being here today. You guys have no idea how spoiled you are. I don't think you realize, like David, the videos he makes, all these savings that they've set up. You got an amazing offer, but like Charles is saying, you could have the best offer in the world, but if you don't have eyeballs on it and bodies getting in front of it, it doesn't exist to them, right? So that's what we're going to change it up, because I look across this whole sea of opportunities out there. There's so many different companies you can join. There's so many different offers. But I see a common problem, and we're going to solve that. That's the fun part about tonight. So wait till you see this. The thing is a lot of us, we get really excited about an offer we have, like SaveClun, right? Oh, it's so amazing. And then you go out there into the world and you start to share it with some people. And, we've got our people that are just, pounding the street and hitting it hard. But it's like, how does the everyday person connect with more people? Isn't it not really about connecting with other people? Really, that's what most business is about, is just literally connecting with people. So, and I'll show you my screen. Will I be able to share, Charles? Am I gonna be able to share my screen? Cool. So, I was rolling this out to another group, a very large group of about 50 people all at once. This is being taken up by some very, very strong teams, very strong groups. And I had a lady, she had no idea what was happening. And she asked me a question. So she asked me, Emerson, what does this thing do? Can you tell me in a couple of sentences what it does? And I thought to myself, I'm like, dang, that's a tall order right there. 2 sentences. But I'm like, let me give it a shot. So I actually asked her a question, and I said, all right, what is your current plan right now to engage with at least 20 or 30 people every single day, 365 days out of the year? What's your plan? And of course, it was silence, right? She doesn't have a plan. That's okay. I didn't expect her to have a plan. And most of us here probably don't have a plan until tonight. So I said, that's what my tool does for you. It allows you to genuinely, authentically engage with 20 to 30 people a day, sometimes more, but it's a good amount of people. Most of us don't have the time to do what I'm about to show you how you can do in the click of a button. Can you guys click a blue button? I think everybody here can click a button, but does everybody here, or everybody that ever hears this, do they have 3 or 4 hours to get on Facebook and go out there and engage with people? It's a lot of work. It's a lot of mental gymnastics, and we got better things to do. We got to go live life, enjoy those discounts, go on vacation, hang out with our family and friends, and do that kind of stuff. So I'm going to stop talking about it, and I'm going to show it to you, because while we've been on this call, I'm actually working right now and connecting with people. Isn't that pretty cool? Look at my hands free. So this is pretty awesome. So I will tell you that the environment that we're going to leverage, we have to find an environment that has a lot of people, right? A lot of people everywhere that we can connect with easily. Because yeah, you can go out there and still do everything in the street. This isn't to necessarily replace what you're currently doing. It's just to add additional strength and power so that you can be a person who says, I do have a plan to engage with at least 20 or 30 people a day. And all I have to do is press a button. What about you? Now, when you're looking at this, don't only think about yourself, but start thinking about the people and the individuals that you're bringing into your team to grow your business, because they have an incredible compensation model here, incredible offer here, but everybody needs to answer this question. How are we going to engage with people and get this incredible offer in front of more and more and more people? Well, if you get your entire team acting in synchronicity, doing the same thing all at once, you're going to be blown away what starts to happen. So it starts with you first, right? We got to start with ourselves first. So here's the thing. I'm going to start sharing my screen and I'm going to start showing it to you. First thing, just a couple, I'm not going to get too nerdy on details. I'm a total nerd. I like data. I like numbers, but I think a lot of folks don't realize how powerful some social media platforms are. And I'm going to particularly be talking about Facebook today. And there's a reason for that. Okay. So I'm going to share my screen here. Let me know if you can see. Is everybody seeing my screen here? We good?
Yep.
All right. Fantastic. Well, I did a little bit of research a couple of weeks ago, and it was data based on 2024 to 2025. And I was blown away because I hear a lot of people say a lot of things about, oh, Facebook's, it's kind of not the best place to market this, that, and the other. I'm like, well, how are you basing your data? Like, where are you getting that information from? Let's actually get real information. Surprisingly enough, and this is some old data, it's probably bigger now, but I don't know if you realize this, 3.707 billion people in the world are monthly active users on Facebook. That's 37% of the global population. That's a few people. It's a big C. We also have, on a daily basis, out of that group, we have about 2.11 billion daily active users. There's a lot of people on there, okay? We're not seeing them all, but they're out there. Now, this is the part that blew my mind, and I want you to know that before I show you what the tool's doing here in the background. This is some interesting information. The largest age group in Facebook is 31% millennials, 25 to 34 years old. Do they like to shop? Do they like to save money? Do they like to make money? You betcha. 18 to 24 is right behind them. This is a huge pocket. I don't know if a lot of people realize this. Now, another growing segment is the older adults. So when the pandemic hit, a lot of us started popping online, to connect with our family and our grandkids and all that stuff. So we got plenty of people, okay? There's no reason why we shouldn't be getting this incredible Save Club offer in front of an endless amount of people. Like he said, endless leads. So, there's a couple, we don't need to get into the rest of the details. Bottom line is there's more than enough for everybody here. But through this one platform, I believe you could grow a massive scale business like insane. Anybody could do this. I have people that are 75 years old, 83 years old using this very tool I'm about to show you. So there's no excuse. Anybody can do it. So what it does, we have little engager AI. So we're going to engage with people. How do we engage with people? Well, when someone goes on Facebook, and I'll show you my Facebook right now, this is your feed, right? So when you log on to Facebook, you have a news feed. Mine looks different than yours. All of ours look slightly different. Yes, we all get ads, but depending on who we're friends with and how we interact with Facebook, Facebook's going to show us different stuff. This is what they call the infinite scroll right here. It just keeps going and going and going. Well, these are all opportunities of people that we can engage with, right? This is wonderful. And also, the more that we engage with others, the more we can expect engagement back. So a lot of people, one of the problems I see on social media and Facebook is they want to post, you've got all these great videos that David's made, and you should be sharing those and leveraging those, by the way. But here's the thing, if you're not giving engagement, how can you expect to get it back? Does that make sense? A lot of people want to post. It's like they're spamming. And it's like, how about we start with connecting with people? Well, one of the ways we can do that is by this engagement monster AI. Mine's running right now in the background. And since we've been talking, I've engaged with 5 people. Let me show you what those engagement looks like, just to give you an idea. Now, it doesn't sound like some canned bot or anything like that. Let's take a look at some of them. I'll tell you what it actually does. So this is, I haven't even seen this yet. So first thing it does when it sees a post in your news feed, it reads every single word. This is a fairly short post, but it read every word. And the other thing it does is it reads all of the comments. So what that does is it gives your AI technology some sort of context of what is happening at this little gathering here on Facebook. And then what it does is it makes a comment. It tags the poster and it makes a comment. And I'll tell you how it does the comment. It'll blow your mind. It's unreal how good these comments are. But let me show you. So here's my comment I made 10 minutes ago while we were doing the start of this call. It says, Ryan Bassford, wow, that's a neat idea. See the double dots makes it look human. And I didn't use a perfect, capitalized letter there. We wanted to make it look authentic. So it's, wow, that's a nice idea, neat idea. The app that helps you build apps. But there's a story behind you, how you came up with that. So what happens a lot of times is people are all reading the comments. They'll click my profile, check me out, ask me to be friends. It brings a ton of engagement back to my own page, which if you're posting stuff on Save Club and things like that, you're going to start getting more engagement with that and people interested. Now, the other thing it does is the person who posted this post is going to get a dopamine hit. It's neurological. It's something that happens. It's science. Every time we see that little red notification up there that says somebody liked your post, somebody commented on your post, what that does is it actually gives us a dopamine hit. It makes us feel good, like somebody sees us, they hear us, we do exist. So we're associating ourselves with that experience. Although it might seem insignificant, it's actually very significant. A lot of times they'll end up clicking on your profile, going and checking you out and saying, what are they up to these days? So that's just an example of one. Now, here's what happens that'll really blow your mind. The problem with a lot of our connections on Facebook is we have all these dormant connections where we're not engaging with people. The moment you turn this thing on, when people are posting, you start showing up and saying, hey, I see you, I hear you, I feel you. And there's a lot going on beneath the surface with that from an algorithmic standpoint. So when I'm making a comment like the last one that just got made 2 seconds ago, let's look at that one. Oh, that's probably a little bit more of a different party. So we'll take a look at this right here. This is good. You don't need to look at a bunch of people in a swimsuit. See, I get a lot of marketers. I get a lot of marketers in my feed, but the marketers, they have a lot of reach typically, and they're really, really good to work with. This guy's doing a marketing post. I want to try to get you one that's a little bit more of like a personal post. Let's take this one. All right, she's doing something out, some art here. So mine says, Catherine Keeler felt that Snakes and Fire Hose is all about transformation. Crazy how life mirrors nature sometimes. This is a really popular post. I don't follow her, but she's probably got a lot of followers. Now, let me show you what happens. So when you're doing comments at this rate and you're connecting with people like this, you start connecting with people that are very active. Here's a great post. Okay, this is the one I wanted to show you. Let's be real. Everybody watching my screen, like how many of us would actually stop to read this entire post? It's a very long post. Maybe you will, but my AI read every single letter, every single word, read all the comments, and it made a nice comment here. Jack Henderson, this really landed. Sometimes we chase the shiny stuff and forget what truly matters. Appreciate you sharing this moment of clarity. So I'm just showing up in this guy's life. Let's see what Jack Henderson's going on. He's got 26,000 followers. This is the kind of guy I'd love to recruit into Save Club. How about you guys? Now, that's not going to happen immediately right when you make the connection, but you're stimulating these relationships and you're bringing your Facebook account to life. And there's very real people on the other end of this. I will prove you an example what that looks like. So the first time when I started using this, it'll blow your mind what happened. Let me show you. I was following another marketer because I I like learning about marketing. This gal right here, I was following her for like 2 years. She's brilliant. She's a total titan in the social media marketing space. She gets millions of views. She's been hired by like Dean Graciosi and people like Tony Robbins. Just 423,000 followers. Well, when my little monster engager went out there and did comments like this is doing right now, what it did is it commented on one of her posts. It was a very deep psychological marketing post, and she loved my comment that the monster made for me so much. She literally acknowledged me and said, "Wow, Emerson, that was such a thoughtful comment. Thank you so much." Well, I was not even at home. I was on my phone shopping or something with my wife, and I got a notification that said, "Rachel Peterson just made a comment on your post." Green light opportunity. I jumped in there and said, "Hey, Rachel," because she likes AI tools. She likes marketing. She likes doing stuff. I jumped in there. I said, "Hey, Rachel, hey, I'd love to collaborate sometime. I have some pretty cool AI tools and I do some pretty neat stuff. Would you like to connect? Maybe grab a Zoom call." She shoots me a DM. Let me show you. Watch this. I prove it to you. And watch what her first words are in this, just to kind of show you how this is landing. "I loved your thoughtful comments today. Always enjoy meeting new people with fun ideas." This is leading to a 7-figure deal for me. Now, it's unique, the deal that we're doing, but I ended up having a 40-minute phone call with her that day, that afternoon. And that would have never happened without my little monster engager here. So it's just bringing people together, connecting them. It's not meant to replace you as a person. It's there to connect you with other individuals so that you can share your message with more people.
Yeah, that's brilliant, Emerson. And it's designed in perfect synchronicity with the tools that we've been providing you already with Save Club. So your capture pages, your ability to pull from the content drops and use these tools. So as people engage with you, they might ask what you're doing. They might go back. What happens a lot of times is when people see you commenting and posting, liking their stuff, they'll go back to your news feed. They'll go back to your Facebook wall and they'll see what's going on. If they see, wow, they see seasonal Save Club stuff. They see Black Friday Save Club stuff. They see Cyber Monday Save Club stuff. And they're like, wow, what is this? And if you've got your link there, it'll pull them into a landing page and then the funnel starts. And that's the whole idea. And you can even, if they come back and say something, message them a link to a landing page, invite them to get $5 with the app, invite them onto one of our live presentations. And this is the momentum that will get more eyeballs, more attention, more people that you've introduced to the business. And that is what the activity is that will build your residual check.
100%. You're absolutely right, Charles. So you're right. So all these resources that David's created for you, these funnels and the amazing, material you can post, it's really wild what starts to happen because he's right. They do come back to your profile. So you want to make sure when people come to your profile, you're going to get a lot of organic traffic. You just want to make sure you're set up and ready to, start talking to them about, Save Club or what, connecting with people. This has brought me back in connection with friends I haven't talked to in a long time. It's really awesome.
Hey guys, what's really good about this too is one, it's easy. It's like one click and it goes out and works for you. So there's no complicated technical skills. But in order to get this kind of traffic, especially through Facebook, without this tool, you'd be spending money on paid ads to try to get it. And paid ads, one, cost you way more money. They don't work as effective. Or a lot of you in this space, you guys are buying like solo ads and clicks and things like that, and you're not connecting with the people. This is connecting with the people. This will kill any solo ad. This will kill any traffic pack that you're buying. And it's going to dominate for you at such a cheap price. It's cheaper than running any paid ads and getting high quality hits and traffic. I mean, it's unreal what this thing produces. So,
and the beautiful part about this is it's not about trying to eat an elephant in one bite. This is a tool that simply engages 20 to 30 people a day automatically, and it'll take the amount of time of your engagement going back and filtering through these people. It just makes your life a lot more efficient. And so as far as like time and efficiency, this is one of the best tools. And when you put this in play with all of the other systems and tools that we have at Save Club, this can start compounding. Now imagine this: if you're doing 20 to 30 posts a day. That's great. What if you had 10 people doing the same? That's 200 to 300 posts and engagements a day. Well, what if, you've got 100 people on your team? Okay, now you see where this is going? We're talking about thousands, soon to be tens of thousands, maybe even hundreds of thousands of engagements working through your situation, because you can't go out there with this tool and post to hundreds of people. It's, you want to have a limit on it. Same reason you don't go into your car and just start driving 200 miles an hour down the highway. You've got to take a pace. You got to, stay within the rules here so that you're welcomed inside of Facebook. And we have all the training and all the tools. The system's been, developed out, all the development it takes to work out all of the different, bugs and automations, and to train the AI to get this working this way. This is an incredible tool. So, with this, we've got a special offer. Now with Save Club, this is what we do, guys. We bring the products that you're going to want and need, and you're never going to pay retail with Save Club. You're getting massive discounts. So, Emerson and I have worked out a deal to give Save Club members a massive discount on this tool. And then additional to that, we're putting compensation right back into the comp plan. So this is a commissionable product that ends up feeding your matrix check. So the more that you use it, the more people you get using it, and as that spreads on and grows exponentially, there's money that flows all the way through the plan, all the way to everybody. So even if you're not using the tool, the money goes into the matrix, and you'll still get paid on it. So with that, Emerson, I want to thank you. We're going to get into great detail with this. With what is going, we'll have some special webinars and some breakouts. This is an introduction to what's going on, but I want you to just witness what we've been doing here at Save Club. Every day, every way, we're getting better and better. We've got more deals, more tools, and now more engagement. And as this continues to compound throughout the organization, you'll start to see Save Club popping up all over the internet, all over Facebook. It's a compounding effect. So people are going to see Save Club in other places, and this is our march toward becoming a household name, and really just being very recognizable as the #1 place for people to save money on what they're already spending and get an edge in the marketplace, and end the month with more money in your bank account than you normally would. So Emerson, thank you so much for setting up the Save Club members. Was such an awesome deal. We've got a special landing page for you guys. We'll circle that in the email from this. We'll put the replay of this email out. We'll put the link inside of there so people can learn about it, and then you can get your tool. Emerson, anything you want to add about the tool or the page that you've got built for us?
It's ready to go. Do they want to see it real quick, or should we
walk? Yeah. Show it, and even drop the link straight into the chat here.
Okay. Yeah. So everybody, I mean, you're at the front row of this whole thing. So let me share. I'm going to share the page here just so you can kind of see what you're going to go through, and I'll also share a link. Just put it in the chat here.
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to put it in the chat. And you might want to just take a second and let me give you a quick little tour of what you're looking at. And let's see here. I'll go ahead and share my screen. 1 second. Yeah, I've been using this since the beginning of 2025, everyone. It's blown my mind. And everybody I share it with, they just connect with more and more and more people. It's a game changer. It's probably the missing link. I mean, it's just wild. So let me show you real quick. I won't go too long on it, but I'll just give you a quick flyover here. This is exclusive to Save Club right here. You'll see that there's some, by the way, your savings that you're getting that Charles and I worked out, it works on any of the plans. If you're a month-to-month kind of person, cool, do the month-to-month. If you want to do annual, cool, do annual. Here's the fun little guy going across screen. So you're getting 35% off all plans, and there's money that goes into the pay compensation plan inside your organization. So you're going to get to try it out for $1. That's the fun part. If you're afraid, you're like, oh my goodness, I don't know if I want to spend, this much money on something. It's really not that much. It's actually kind of wild, but you can read about it on the page.
We set it up to be $1 a day.
Yeah.
Very, very simple. You can invest in your business about $1 a day.
Yep. And just a quick tip for y'all, when you go through this, Make sure you apply the Save Club coupon at the end. Otherwise, you're going to pay the retail rate. Don't do that. So you can, we also, I don't know how long we'll have the lifetime plan, but if you're kind of like a one and done or get her done, you can do that too. But here's what happens. You go through, pick a plan. If you're monthly, pick monthly, and you'll go here, and it does remind you so much so put the Save Club coupon in there. And when you go to do checkout, there's something I want to show you here too. And so you'll put your information. It's kind of like a basic checkout. I have something called a monster ready setup. If you kind of like don't like to mess with technology, and you're like, I don't even want to think about it, you're welcome to have, my team come in and set it up. But it's very simple. You put your coupon code in here, Save Club, like this, and apply it, and it'll apply the discount. It's 35% off. You'll notice that it takes 35% off of the dollar trial, but it also applies on all of the future payments. So yeah, it's pretty straightforward. You can have some fun with the sales page, because I went really into depth on just like, why is it so powerful? Why is this such a game changer? Everybody who has a message, by the way, guys, this is the last thing I'll say like this. I'm gonna stop sharing my screen. If there's one thing I could leave you with, it would be this. There are so many people on Facebook. There's people in so many different industries, real estate, insurance. They all need to get in touch with more people, right? They need people. Let's say we'll use a real estate person, for example. They need to be top of mind in people's lives, right? They need to, like, if they just help sell someone's house, they need to like go love their next post, stay in touch with them, keep that connection, that human bond alive. So you can leverage this offer that's inside of Save Club to bring people into Save Club, and then they'll discover all the other wonderful things too. But a lot of these, anybody, even us here in Save Club, we just need a better way to connect with more people. And why not do 20 to 30 people a day? 25 people a day is 9,125 connections per year. If you treat that like a seed, it's the law of reaping and sowing. If you want to reap a harvest, you need to sow seeds. So this little tool will help you sow the seeds. Instead of going in your backyard and doing them one by hand, use this tool to do it at scale. It's like having a tractor and a big irrigation system. And you could look at Facebook like a big, giant, never-ending open playing field where you have a never-ending amount of people to connect with. There's no reason to run out of people to connect with. They're hungry.
Exactly.
So
and Emerson, I'll tell you, with the compensation model that we have with Save Club, with the landing pages we have, with the folders on folders on folders of reels, with the deals, and the fact that Save Club has the best product on the planet, which is money, we appeal to everybody. So when you're talking about those billions of people that are engaging in Facebook every single month, the people that have over 2 billion people that engage every single day, they all have something in common. They spend money, and we help people save money on what they're already spending. This program works with Save Club beautifully. And we've done all the work, all the hard work of putting together now 25 different capture pages, maybe close to 1,000 pieces of supporting materials. The trick is getting leverage and getting yourself and the other people on your team using this, because the way that this matrix plan works, when you sponsor people, it's great. You make a matrix matching bonus. But when those people fall into your matrix, it doesn't matter where they fall. If you sponsor someone who sponsors, it goes to infinite numbers deep. And that's really how this compensation plan can put a lot of power. And when you're creating yourself residual income, you don't want to have just your income supported by a few people. When you've got a massive amount of people saving money, when you've got tons and tons of people scattered all around the world on a membership, some people drop off, some people recruit people, and it goes. And what we're doing here, the whole premise of Save Club, is to create long-term passive residual income and create a membership that's so strong that people will want to use it, even if there wasn't a compensation plan attached. But the fact that people will be making, fortunes with helping other people save money, that is what we've reached out to. So Emerson, I want to thank you so much for, being part of today's call.